Music. How are you enjoying the tour, Mick?
Yeah, it's been a nice tour so far. It's been good.
How much machinery is needed these days to get the Stones on the road? How many people now are involved in the tour?
Well, since about sort of '69, we've had quite a large crew. The crew is sort of smaller in Europe because, just from an economic thing. We don't have the money to spend, on the production that we do in America. We try and do the same production with less people. But one of the things is to get set up. Europe, there's a lot of problems because of just going from one country to the next. So, and everything's done by road, and you can always get stopped at the customs, the trucks, with all the equipment, and get held up. So we've learnt not to play back to back, which means every day you have a day in between because, whatever happens. But I guess there's about 25 people that aren't musicians.
Because you've been touring now for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you still get the motivation to get out and go on the road?
Well, yeah, the motivation's still there. And I wouldn't be out here. I just like doing it. The simple answer to that is and that's what I do, so if I don't do that, I don't do anything. It's a great part of what I want to do, which is sing live, so this is what we do, and that's what I do. That's why we tour.
Because you did a lot of recording on the last American tour, I think, didn't you?
Yeah.
For a projected album, which in fact was never released, with Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, we had some really nice things. Well, it's the great old enemy, the record company, Well, our old record company, Decca, and our old manager, Alan Klein, they didn't want the live album to come out because they had certain rights on re-recording of material that's already been out, i.e. another version of You Can't Just Get What You Want. And there's only ever been one, and we happened to do that on stage, and I like it, and they won't let us put it out. And we offer them money and everything, percentage per track and all this stuff. But they don't want it out, and it's a drag, that you can't just record what you want if it's old or new, and then put it out. I don't like this kind of restrictions. It's a very dog-in-the-manger attitude of Decca and Alan Klein.
How long is that restriction going to keep that
stuff?
stuff?
A long time, unless they sort of see the light, and it's not. Everyone has something to sort of gain, Yeah. When we have to gain because we want to put the record out because we like it. They have to gain because they can earn money from it. But no, I don't understand them. I don't claim to understand their attitudes.
Because in terms of recording, the bands always stay together for recording purposes. None of you have gone off and done solo albums, say in the way that the people in The Who are doing now. Have you felt that you wanted to go off and do a solo album?
We've all wanted to, but we've all been so lazy, and that we've never done it. I'm really lazy, and you've got this sort of problem though. Unless you're really, really prolific as a writer, I feel that if I did an album on my own, what would I hold back? What would I choose, to put on the Stones album? And the same with Keith. Which ones would we? You get to this position of holding back songs, and it's difficult. But I still think, I'd like to do an album on my own. I think Keith could do a nice album as well.
There's a theory, that we were speaking about a bit earlier on, Mick, about the idea that I've read quite a lot in the press, that people were into the Stones in 1963, and the people who are into the band then have kind of grown with the Stones, and not necessarily been replaced by sort of younger people getting into the band a little bit later on. Do you think that theory is a true theory?
Well, not really. We can talk about England or the whole world, I suppose. I know that in certain places there is a new audience because we've never played there before. There's lots of towns on this tour we've never played. But I think in England, a lot of the people that came to see the band, I don't know if they've seen them before, but they certainly weren't around 10 years ago. They were 4 years old, some of them then, so maybe they did come, babes in arms, I don't know. I think if you continue touring, hopefully you get a renewed audience. You keep some, or a large part of your old audience, but you also pick up new ones along the way that have never seen you before. And I think this band's done that reasonably well.